Back home, councils across New Zealand are facing rising costs and ratepayers are feeling the squeeze. The government wants to cap rate rises starting in 2029, and a new poll shows a clear majority of New Zealanders support the plan, even if it means fewer services. Andrea Vance has the story.
From wastewater to town halls, from stadiums to rail, projects meant to rebuild our cities, now blowing out council budgets and hammering ratepayers.
Ratepayers, I'd put it to you, are sick of white elephants and are sick of non-delivery.
We hear you. We hear that it's tough out there and that things aren't affordable.
One way the government is trying to do that is by putting a hard limit on council spending, proposing a nationwide cap on rates rises.
These new rules will be a big change, and to many councils, they will need time to adapt.
And voters like the idea. A new poll from the Post and Freshwater Strategy, in partnership with Infrastructure New Zealand, shows a clear majority, 59%, support the government's plan to cap council rates between 2 and 4% annually, starting in 2029.
New Zealanders are really doing it tough financially at the moment, that they're prepared to back a policy that they know is going to probably cut essential services provided by their council, yet they still support it.
I'll be the first to admit that local government have to look at themselves and review and make sure that we're doing things as effectively and efficiently as we can.
When voters were asked what a rates cap would mean for the services they rely on, like libraries, public transport and swimming pools, the country was split. 44% believe services would stay about the same, but a third, 34%, expect them to get worse. Just 8% think they would improve. And when asked more directly, almost half of all voters, 48%, agree a rates cap would force councils to cut essential services. Only 21% disagree, another 21% are on the fence. Even so, voters are leaning towards financial restraint. 53% say they would keep the rates cap even if it meant fewer services. Nearly half the country is open to new ways of paying. 47% support user fees for public facilities to make the cap work. A quarter oppose the idea.
Ultimately, things have to be paid for. So you either pay for it through rates, you pay for it through user charges, or you don't do it. One prime example that we've had was boat ramp charges. So that was something that the commissioners put through. Very unpopular that people that are launching their boat should pay.
Critics warn those trade-offs could hit communities harder than many voters expect.
We got to restrict services if we rate cap. We're going to restrict services that people value. We're going to restrict the ability for councils to respond and rebuild in times of an emergency.
Leggett says blanket rates cuts will end up costing us more in the long run. Not something Kiwis want to hear when the cost of living is already such an issue.